Have you ever listened, not just heard, but truly listened to the silence of a forest after a rainfall? It doesn't scream, it doesn't rush, it just exists fully. And in that stillness, it speaks to you. Nature has been whispering the same message for centuries. Slow down. You are not built for this chaos, but we forget. 1. The world runs fast, but the earth moves slowly. Every second of your day is accounted for. Emails, notifications, hustle culture, goals, schedules, productivity hacks. But the earth, it doesn't know rush. The sun doesn't rise a second faster for anyone. The seasons don't skip a beat. The river doesn't sprint. The tree doesn't panic, and yet everything gets done. Nature is telling us that life doesn't require constant motion. It requires right motion, purposeful movement, aligned action, not noise. You see, slowing down doesn't mean doing less. It means doing what matters more. 2. The breath of the wild, learning to breathe again. Watch how the leaves sway with the breeze, not resist it. Listen to how the ocean breathes, in waves, not in gasps. Your body knows this rhythm too. You just forgot. The inhale, the pause, the exhale, that's the breath of life, mirrored in every living ecosystem around you. When did we start holding our breath in the name of success? Nature teaches us to come back to the breath, not the shallow, anxious kind, but the slow, intentional kind that tells your nervous system you are safe. The trees aren't just beautiful, they're reminders to pause, to breathe, to return. 3. Stillness is not laziness. It's where wisdom lives. We live in a time where rest is guilt, where stillness is called laziness. But look at a snow-covered mountain. Nothing moves, yet its presence is mighty. Its stillness commands attention. Nature is showing us that stillness is where clarity begins. That's where your ideas live, your peace, your truth. No storm lasts forever. But the sky never chases the clouds away. It just waits. That's wisdom. You don't need to push through everything. Sometimes the best thing you can do is sit by the metaphorical river and watch your thoughts drift by like fallen leaves in the current. 4. The forest isn't in a hurry. Why are you? Imagine walking through an ancient forest. The trees you're looking at began growing before your grandparents were born. They took decades to reach the height you now admire. They didn't rush. They didn't compare. They didn't compete. They just grew quietly, consistently, authentically. Yet we, in all our brilliance, expect overnight transformations. We want instant results, fast success, quick fixes. But nature teaches us patience. Real growth takes time. You are not behind. You're becoming. Let the forest remind you don't need to sprint. You just need to grow in your time and your way. 5. Beauty exists in the ordinary, but only for those who slow down. Look closely at a dewdrop on a blade of grass. Have you ever noticed how it reflects the entire sky? Or how a butterfly lands so gently it doesn't disturb a single petal? Or how the color of a sunset changes every minute, never the same twice? These moments are not rare. They are always happening. You just have to be still long enough to see them. Slowing down opens your eyes. It shifts your awareness from what's urgent to what's eternal. The sacred is not in the exotic, it's in the everyday, but only for those who are present enough to witness it. 6. Anxiety can't survive where nature dwells. Studies have shown what our souls already knew. Spending just 20 minutes in nature can lower cortisol levels. Walking among trees reduces rumination. Even listening to birdsong soothes the brain. Why? Because nature doesn't operate on fear. It doesn't worry about tomorrow. It just is. The rustling of leaves, the chirping of crickets, the hum of bees, they don't live in panic. They live in now. And when you step into nature, it invites you into that same presence. It pulls you out of your head and into your body, out of worry and into wonder. It reminds you you're part of this too. You belong here. In this moment. 7. The earth moves in cycles, so we glorify constant output. No breaks, no rest, no pauses. But nature doesn't bloom all year. It rests, it sheds, it slows, and then it returns renewed. You are not a machine. You are made of moon and tide, bone and breeze. You too have cycles. There will be seasons when you're blooming and seasons when you're bare, and both are sacred. Don't rush your winter. Don't skip your autumn. Let nature show you that everything has its time, and your timeline is not late. It's natural. 8. The power of silence. Nature's forgotten language. In the city, silence is awkward, uncomfortable. But in nature, silence is everything. It's not emptiness, it's presence. The kind of silence where birdsong becomes music, where the crunch of leaves underfoot is the soundtrack, where the wind in the trees sounds like wisdom itself. Silence in nature isn't boring, it's alive, and when you immerse yourself in it, something deep inside you begins to recalibrate. The noise within you fades. The frantic thoughts slow. You begin to hear you, not your ego, not your to-do list, not your past. Just you, the real you, the calm you, the enough as you are you. 9. Slowing down doesn't mean falling behind. It means catching up to yourself. What if you're not actually behind, but ahead of your own soul? We move so fast, we outrun our inner wisdom. But when you slow down, your body catches up to your heart. Your mind catches up to your truth. Your breath catches up to your purpose. You stop chasing life and start living it. That's what nature does. It doesn't chase sunlight. It follows it. It doesn't rush the harvest. It trusts the season. It doesn't panic in the pause. It rests in it. What if slowing down is not weakness, but alignment? The greatest technology is the earth itself. We spend billions developing technology to calm us: meditation apps, breathing tools, VR nature simulations. But nothing will ever replace sitting beneath a tree. Nothing matches walking barefoot on grass. Nothing compares to watching clouds drift like thoughts across the sky. The most advanced healing system we'll ever know is the earth, and it's free. It's not just aesthetics, it's therapy. It's not just pretty, it's powerful. In a world dominated by screens and synthetic noise, touching soil becomes sacred. Looking at the stars becomes a spiritual act. Hearing wind becomes prayer. Nature is the antidote. It's been waiting and it's always open. 11. Presence is the point, not perfection. In nature, you'll never find a tree wishing it was taller, a flower judging its petals, a wave apologizing for its crash. It just exists fully, authentically, imperfectly. What if that's your goal too? Not to optimize, not to perfect, but to arrive again and again into this moment. Nature doesn't care about your somme. It's not impressed by your followers. It wants to know, can you feel the breeze? Can you sit in the sun without needing to post about it? Can you be here fully, even if just for a few breaths? That's the practice. That's the point. 12. You were once a child who played in dirt. That child is still there. Remember when the outdoors wasn't a destination, but a playground. When time disappeared in trees, in puddles, in fields. When silence was magic and not scary. That child still lives inside you. The one who knew how to listen to wind. Who talked to animals. Who saw shapes in the clouds. You don't need to go back. You just need to remember. Nature hasn't changed. You just got distracted. But every breeze, every sunset, every night sky, it's calling you home again. 13. The earth doesn't judge you. It welcomes you no matter what you're carrying. Nature doesn't shame you. You could be broken, angry, lost. And still, the mountains will hold you. The river will sing to you. The wind will wrap around you like an old friend. It doesn't ask who you were, only if you're willing to sit, to be still, to feel. Nature is the original therapist. It listens with every tree, speaks without words, heals without conditions. So when the world is too loud, go to the wild and let it remind you you're enough. You've always been enough. 14. In slowing down, you begin to see again. Speed blurs everything. You stop noticing faces, sunsets, yourself. But when you slow down, the world reappears. You notice the light on someone's cheek, the way shadows dance on a wall, the shape of the moon, the sound of your own laughter. You begin to see again, and what you see changes you. Nature returns you to your senses, to your humanness, to your aliveness. 15. You are nature, not separate from it. This isn't about getting back to nature. You are nature. Your blood is salt water. Your breath is wind. Your body is earth and fire. You're not a visitor to this planet. You're part of it. When you slow down, you don't just connect to nature, you reconnect to yourself. And that changes everything.